Hey guys, it's Ruby of Rubamantha, and I have a very special guest here today. It is Alex Carpenter.
Hey, what's up, YouTubes? How are you?
He's in
Good. I'm glad to hear it. Thanks.
He's in a band called the Remus Lupins, which is a wizard rock band. You should know this already.
You should know this already.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, we gotta have. This is gonna be awkward. We gotta have. Just film this when we talk to each other. Otherwise, it's gonna be weird. And I'll be talking to the camera. And I'm looking like giants.
All right.
Okay. Can you see me?
You can be on the same level. I'll come down here.
Yes,
How's
totally.
I just totally took over cinematography for your channel there. I'm sorry.
That's cool. It's not like I have dreams of being a director or anything. I totally do.
Okay, your first question is?
My first question is, I had all these planned out.
It's all good. We can edit this part anyways. That's fine.
Yes!
Take your time.
Editing.
Okay,
So, what's your favorite album that the Remus Lupins released?
I think it's either our latest full length, which is called The Rest is Silence, or the one right before that, which is called Nevermind the Furthermore. Both those records are really personal for me, and they were the first time I really tried to do a concept with the entire album and have something that sort of wove between all of the songs, something that kind of was a through line. This is the sexiest name right here.
Oh, you video?
Sorry.
Yeah, that's all good.
Sorry.
This is why I love the hair.
Party time. Cameos. Those are actually my favorite.
Yeah, those are the best. Show up.
So, what's your favorite song that you guys have released?
Gosh, that's a really hard question. I really like Looking for Trouble because it's a fun song and also a lot of people really into it. It shows. So it's very nice to look out of a crowd and have a couple hundred people buying back at you. So I like that a lot.
I love how the ba-ba-bas and everything is throughout all the albums.
Yeah, we definitely, that's definitely something I've tried to do that's a big through line through the story of the band. More cameos. Yes, come on in. Welcome. Yeah.
I want to tape it.
It's
Good. You got cameos going on. Yeah, it's definitely been a pretty big through line for the band to have that sound. I think on all of our records, and it was sort of morphed on the last one into Shallow Lives, but yeah.
Okay, so for our people who are lame and don't know who y'all are, who else is in the band? I know.
Yeah, for hey lame people, you don't know who is in my band. My name's Alex Carpenter. I play guitar and sing in the band, and I write songs. And then we have Tyler Nicholas, who's an amazingly talented bassist, and he plays bass for the band. And we have Jared Perkins, who plays drums for the band, and he is awesome. He's very rock and roll. Jumps around a lot.
So you guys tour every summer, right?
Mm-hmm. We have toured for the last 4 summers.
I've seen the last two.
We're awesome.
But you tour with a lot of different bands. Who's your favorite band to tour with?
Gosh, it's really hard. Jared, who plays drums for us, is also in another band called Gred and Forge. Great band, one of my favorite wizard rock bands. So it's always a pleasure to tour with him because his band is based on the Weasley twins, and it's goofy and hilarious. I really liked touring with the Mudbloods, they're one of my favorite wizard rock bands of Texan, so I love them. And also, we've spent almost all of our summers out on the road with the Whomping Willows, and Mama Giacomo is a very dear friend of mine. I love him a lot, so it's very nice to get to spend time with him on the road. But literally, I don't think we've ever toured with a band and been like, man, we really don't like them. Like everyone we've been out on the road with, we've been very blessed that we have great friends out on the road with us.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think
You
so.
don't like tour with people. I had other questions.
I like songs. Questions.
If I sing them,
If you sing them their songs, I have another question for you.
How did you get the band together?
So...
I like that you have a cheat sheet in here.
Yeah. So, it's kind of... I don't want to say that it's weird, because it's totally awesome. But, how exactly do you go about getting, specifically a wizard rock band together? Do you just get a whole bunch of Harry Potter
I
nerds?
didn't know about Wizard Rock when I first started it. I finished the first 6 books all in a month and a half or something. And I read them really quickly, and when I finished book 6, if you recall, it ended on sort of a down note in which one character whom I hate killed another character who I love, and I wrote a song about I wrote a song about how much I disliked that character and played it at a party my friend was having. It was just joke kind of song. I ended up putting it up on MySpace. The song was called Snape, and it became sort of a thing. And I found out there were other wizard rock bands out there, and I wrote some more songs. And it sort of grew out of that, and I was doing it myself, just acoustically, and I released an album that way. And I said, you know what, I think this is going to be something more. And so I just talked to a couple friends of mine who I thought would be, into it, who were dorks like me, and Tyler became part of the project, started playing bass on it, and my buddy Aaron played some drums and helped us produce a couple records, and we sort of progressed from there. We had Toby Carlin join the band later on, and it's been sort of an ever-evolving project. We've had a lot of people in and out of the band, and I think that throughout the whole project that Tyler and I have been people who've been through it the whole time.
That's cool. So is there when you go out to write a wizard rock song, do you think of, oh, I should write a song about Dumbledore being awesome, or do you have the lyrics themselves come to your head first?
Sometimes it'll just be a specific lyric, like in our song, The End, which is supposed to be sort of a big Battle of Hogwarts songs. It's one of my favorite. Thanks very much. It's one of my favorite songs that I've written. A line just came to me of what would Remus say to Tonks in the middle of this melee that's going on, and this line was, "Just stay alive till morning and I'll find you." And for some reason, I just even saying it right now, just kind of gives me chills, and it's kind of silly for me to get chills from something that I thought of, but just the idea of their hands being pulled apart and this kind of incredible dramatic feeling. I built that song around that. Or A Teenage Werewolf was built on the line, "I was a teenage werewolf," and everything kind of stems from that line, which is actually this great cult horror movie from the 50s called "I Was a Teenage Werewolf." So they're little nuggets of inspiration, and they grow in whatever way they do. But I very rarely sit down and say, I'm going to write a song about this specific thing. Songs kind of find their own way.
Yeah.